Morning, 10:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, October 23rd, 2022. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. And just to start out today, what a shame some people are in the comments from yesterday when I just share an article showing a price prediction of XRP around $18.30 a share in 2030. Some people are absolutely lost their minds. That wasn't even my own prediction. I was just reading what the NASDAQ document said, the NASDAQ data, and put some stock into it because that is the NASDAQ. It's one of the larger exchanges. And they put XRP at about $18.30 plus cents a share in 2030. Some people lost their fucking minds, and it's a shame. Seeing the comments is such a disgrace. Some of you. The XRP community is supposed to be stronger than that. You guys are really getting mad over a scenario where right now your 10,000 shares would cost you about $4,600, and I released a scenario by 2030 where it would be worth over $180,000, and some people are losing their shit. That's where you have to realize the ODL is great, the on-demand liquidity, but it's going to come in time. It's not just going to happen tomorrow. And some of you really need to get your shit together because that was a disgrace in the comments. So, Ripple rips shameful SEC as regulator releases disputed docs. The company's general counsel said the confidential documents shed light on the agency's thinking about cryptocurrencies. After months of legal wrangling, the SEC finally agreed to release documents that Ripple says could shed light on the agency's thinking on crypto as it pursues a lawsuit against the crypto company. The case over whether XRP is a security remains closely watched as it could set a legal precedent affecting the entire industry. The crypto powerhouse's leadership marked the win by ripping into the regulator now widely viewed as the industry's nemesis. The SEC wants you to think that it cares about disclosure, transparency, and clarity, CEO Brad Garlinghouse said in a tweet. Don't believe them. When the truth eventually comes out, the shamefulness of their behavior here will shock you. An SEC spokesman said the agency had no comment. The SEC and Ripple have been embroiled in a legal battle since 2020 when the agency sued the crypto company for alleged securities laws violation. The SEC has argued that Ripple failed to register roughly $1.4 billion worth of XRP, the cryptocurrency used on the Ripple network, as securities. Ripple rejected the case, which has dragged on for more than a year and a half, centers on the SEC's argument that most cryptocurrencies should be regulated as securities. Ripple has hit back at this argument by citing former SEC Director William Himmon's 2018 speech in which he said Ether is not a security. His comments sparked a rally in Ether's price and appeared to endorse the broad view of most in the crypto industry that digital assets aren't securities. Himman was a member of the SEC leadership around the time that the agency filed a lawsuit against Ripple. He stepped down at the end of 2020 and is now on an advisor to A16Z. Ripple demanded that the SEC also release emails and other documents related to the way the Hinman speech was discussed internally. The SEC rejected that demand and appealed a federal judge's order for them to comply. Ripple finally prevailed last week. Over 18 months and 6 court orders later, we finally have the Hinman docs, Ripple General Counsel Stuart Alderodi announced in a tweet. The documents remain confidential at the SEC's existence, he said, adding, I can say that it was well worth the fight to get them. The potential impact of the disclosure is unclear on the case, which is expected to drag on until early next year. Once again, early next year is when this case is going until every single thing I've shared. I've showed Brad Garlinghouse, I've showed people within Ripple and XRP, they all say next year, first to second quarter. Mark Fagel, a former SEC regional director at San Francisco who represented clients in the crypto industry when he moved to the private sector, said the regulator took an aggressive approach on protecting the confidentiality of its internal deliberations, which he argued are irrelevant to the legal merits of the Ripple case. But obviously the vociferousness of its battle to withhold them suggests there are maybe something problematic or embarrassing within, he told Protocol. This story was updated to clarify Hinman's time at the SEC. So that's pretty interesting. We'll get to the charts after the intro. Okay, so now let's get into the charts. The total crypto market cap is down 0.19% to $878 billion this morning. And if we take a look at the chart, we're still holding our uptrending support line We're holding a area where, as long as, well, it's this downtrending support, but we're holding this area, and it's kind of like a newly formed uptrend, but I'd rather just stay to the breakout of the descending triangle. So as long as the total crypto market cap holds 870 billion approximately, our next target would be 892 followed by 940 billion. So that's what we're looking at right now, and it's a very tight zone because it could be creating a head and shoulders. We don't know, but this looks like as long as it pulls up from here, we should be able to come up to about the 892 billion mark. But it's going to become interesting tonight at 8 p.m. Well, about 6 p.m. as the futures open back up. So that's what we have to pay attention to. Bitcoin's down 19, about $18 to 19,188, or down 0.09%. And then if we look at Bitcoin, it's just straight sideways this whole weekend. It's just been sideways consolidation. We did hold the descending triangle support at about 18,894, but now we've gone straight sideways. And if this continues and breaks up, we should come up to about 20,400 would be the logical area. We could obviously get shut down at 19,626, but that's just what remains to be seen. We're going to have to see how this plays out today before the futures opens. And you can see right here on the uptrending support, we're literally on the USDT because it puts it in two separate spots. It shows us the area right here where we have to maintain and hold over, and it's about 19,200 right here. If we get rejected here and we come back down, we're looking underneath at 17,662 approximately. So it's a pretty big drop in relation to where we're at. And the 45-minute XRP is below the 20-day, but we are still above the important level at 44. In this area, it's about 44.40 we need to maintain to stay out of that descending triangle that could have been formed here. But if we go to the USD P chart, the perpetual futures chart, this is a much easier way to see this. For XRP, let's let this load. And you can see we're hanging on barely. This is the best way to show XRP. This uptrending support at 45.46 approximately. We have to hold this. Otherwise, if we get below this and this doesn't hold and we work our way back up to 52 cents plus, we're going to get rejected here on a pull down. But we have to break this uptrending line, and then it would give us the clarity or the clear picture back down to 37.70. That's the extended bear flag, but that can only happen if we break this bull flag, which we are right on that uptrending support line. So pay attention to that. DGB on this Sunday morning before the futures opens. DGB is still trying to hunt back to this 909 area, but it hasn't gotten any broader support. And we have this uptrending support line that if I was you, I would put this in. Just make sure, because if it breaks that, we're going to be in some trouble with DGB. We need to hold this uptrending line, and it's right about 813. If we break that, I expect 747 to be the next target. We're just going to go around here this morning. XLM, very similar to DGB. We could actually put this exact same line as DGB. A lot of these look, oh, I've already got it in. Very similar, though. Very similar. And now it's starting to play out pretty true here. So I'm going to delete these because I don't want to fud this up. So the support line down here at 1075, it has to be held. If you break that, 99 is on the table. And if we break up, our top end's 1138 right now. You break that, 1171. So pay attention to these for for XLM. And then if we pull this through, you can see where if we broke out of here, this top end up here is about 1169. So pay very close attention to this, because these patterns, as they continue to develop, it should become very interesting. And this would be the next tier if it broke out of here. So that's what I'm looking at for there. So there's XRP, XLM, DGB, Bitcoin. And you know what? Let's look at Algo this morning. They've all got this exact same pattern formed here. It could almost be considered a right shoulder here. And this is the broader pattern for Algo, as you can see. But now let's see if we have, yeah, that's what I want. So in the 4-hour time frame, we have this downtrending resistance at about 34.18, underneath support at 2814, which is a pretty symmetrical support there. So that's the zone that I'd be looking at for Algorand. And once again, just like DGB, just like XLM, in the 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see this uptrending support. So if you break this uptrend, it's so easy If you break this uptrend at 30 cents approximately, you come down to 28 cents. It's just that simple. That's how simple this pattern is. And if you break up, your obvious resistance is 34 cents right now for algo. Let's do a little XDC, which is on a bearish divergence right now, which hasn't completed fully. And then this is so key for XDC. So key. We're going to delete this. Going to delete this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bit easier for everybody who likes XLM. Everybody likes easy charts in the morning. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that's what I'd be looking for. As long as we maintain this downtrending support, which is going to be right down about 3 cent area. It's right around 3 cents. If you break that, you come back down to the uptrend at about 2.6. So that's what I'd be watching for XDC. And finally, let's end with IOTA. A jam-packed update this morning. If you don't like it, go too damn bad. I really, honestly don't care. Especially with some of the comments I got yesterday. Easy street today, baby. If you want to show that support, join Tom's Army for $9.99 a month. You can go to the video description below and you can send a donation, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or send some XRP. And if you join the Tom's Army for $9.99 a month, you get the Telegram for free. It's that simple. Show that support, you get the Telegram, you can talk to everybody. I tried something for free, had too many dicks in there months and months and months and months ago, over a year ago now. So I had to do something different. So if you want to pay it forward, join me there. If you're disgruntled about my XRP analysis because you don't think $18 is enough by 2030, well, that wasn't my prediction. That was reading a prediction, and I stated my opinion. I personally said, if you listen to the update, that I thought it would be higher. I thought that was a low ball. But, you know, nobody seems to care about context because nobody has the mindset to watch a 20-minute video. Well, if you don't watch the 20-minute video, don't comment. Humble yourself. It's such a fucking annoyance when you see grown-ass men and women bitching in the comments because their 3,500 only turned into 180,000. That's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Stop watching some of these other fudsters and understand what's going on. So, IOTA, the low support right here is 23.61, and the resistance is 28.39. Unless you break 28.39, you've got no chance to get back over 30 cents. If you break this 23.52, then we're going to start hugging this area, and the first bring down will be about 22.3. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm feeling. If you want more, join Tom's Army. If you want to comment, think about what you're saying. Think about what you're saying, because some of the comments were absolutely disgraceful.